Hey guys, what's up? It's John for Comics Closet, and I just wanted to show you something real quick. So I just got back into collecting comics again. I've collected comics off and on since I think 1996. So I started recently getting into the CGC comics, and this is a lot of them that I got because of sentimental value, or I like them a lot. But looking at the future and what I actually, if you just take all the emotion out of it, what am I actually paying for? So this is how I did it. I have this document and something called numbers that's on like all the Apple devices. It's basically Excel. I don't really use Excel, uh, so free software is good enough for me. So I have the comic on the left, and then the CGC certification, the grade, how much I paid, including shipping and handling, fair market value according to Go Collect, uh, notes that could be on the CGC or things that I just noted about it that I could, read right down here. Return on investment, and then through my own research, what the outlook is, in a certain amount of time, typically within 10 years. So, Amazing Spider-Man number 252 was a 9.6. With shipping and handling, I paid. And see, that's another thing. A lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people, comic collectors, do not like to really say how much they paid for books, but you need to, even if you like something, you need to look at like what there's a sentimental value, but this, like I said, this is strictly taking the sentiment out of it. Um, so fair market value of 180. So that's a negative return on investment, but because this is the origin of the symbiote suit, or not the origin, but tied as one of the original symbiote suits, uh, it'll be all right after a while. Amazing Spider-Man number 151. That's a pretty steep cost, but fair market value is pretty high. There's only 57 of them total. That's another thing that keeps the market value up, is there's only 57, and that number is not likely to climb too much more. Uh, so that's a 51% return on investment, but it's probably gonna stay around that for quite a while. 365. This is one of the ones where I'm like, why did I do this? There's a couple of these. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure this out, and making this document has helped me out quite a bit. Uh, 9.6, page 63. Now this is that hologram cover. It's one of those 90s hologram covers. So I might lose my ass on this one. I don't think I will. First appearance of Spider-Man 2099. It really just depends on that character. I'll be honest, I've never really especially found Miguel, I believe is his name, to be that interesting, but he was in the end of the Spider-Verse movie, and he's definitely going to be showing up more in animated properties. So, another one that I have, a 9.6, paid 106. 130 value, this value it's probably I got it for 106 because J. Scott Campbell, makes fantastic covers, but the market is kind of going to be flat when it comes to him because he realized there was a demand for his covers, so he makes all kinds of variants now. Likely it'll steadily climb. ASM 33, another one where I was like, because it's a 6.5. I'm trying to stay in that 9.6 and above gang. You know what I mean, dog? But you know, this right here at a 9.6 is there's going to be hard to find. 223. Fair market value is 290. I mean, I think that's an undervalue right there, but I think it's going to hold steady. And this is also actually, as soon as I bought it, I did regret it, but I looked at it more closely. I'll probably make a video about that later. Actually, I'll probably make a video when I actually get it. I'll unbox it and just crack it right there. So I basically will have to get it recertified, uh, which is something I'll touch upon at a later video. Web of Spider-Man #1, 9.8. This is putting me in that 9.8 gang. Uh, paid $100. Now that's a lot to pay for something that does not really go for that much raw. But I basically broke even on it. I'm gonna say it is gonna steadily go up. Uh, Marvel Team Up 141. So basically, I have any book that you could really say is the origin of the symbiote suit, and that was one of my goals starting up again, and that's a big goal to have, and I completed it fairly quickly. But these are also relatively cheap books before you start getting into big boy books. Um, Other than, I think this is a pretty steep but good copy, considering I believe that's from 1976. Uh, Secret Wars and Marvel Team Up would be kind of tied in with Amazing 252. So, like it says right here, first appearance of black costume. Now, I am losing my ass on this one quite a bit. Uh, that's another one where I was like, why did I do that? This is like the fast food of CGC. You know what I mean? You go to eBay, instead of like hoping and praying that the book is going to get that 9.6, you actually get that 9.6. You're guaranteed. So I can't really speculate too much on this one. The other ones are pretty good to predict. A lot of them are steady books, but this one, it's hard. It's hard telling. This one has been speculated on here and there throughout like different circles, but it's uncertain at this point. Secret Wars, I do believe will. It is highly speculated on. 3.8% return on investment. It's one of those comics where just the word Secret Wars will show up at some point in the MCU. It has to. I mean, they use Civil War. They're going to have to use Secret Wars. And the one book that everybody thinks about when they think about Secret Wars is that iconic book where you have all the heroes in the background fighting, and then Spider-Man is just like in a symbiote suit, and he's like, "What?" In the front. You know what I mean? So, um, it's it'll probably cool off by the time I would want to sell it, but within the next 10 years, that fair market value of 160 will probably double. Probably double. But it'll double, but it'll cool off. I would say within that 10 years. So, the current total, what did I actually pay for this stuff? Jesus Christ, $1,300 with a fair market value of 1550. Uh, and then, 10 years from now, I'm gonna give it a return on investment of 42.1%. Not bad. At 18.4 right now. So either way, I'm doing okay. It could be a lot better. I have definitely learned when to hold them and fold them on eBay. Uh, there's another service that you go on certain YouTube channels. They say it's for the big boys, I guess. Um, there's other things down here that I'll touch upon on my next videos. These things right here if you were paying attention. But that's it for now, guys.